Scott Brown here. The question is this the nail gun of the future? Let's find out. Well, to answer that question, we first have to look at what this thing does. You get a box with it like every nail gun, but inside the box, it really is just the nail gun. No gas holsters, no battery chargers. It just has an air tank that holds high pressure air, and it uses that high pressure air to fire a nail out. So using this air compressor here, which is a prototype by the way, the ones that are on the market right now are smaller, but they have an external cooling system. So this new prototype one has the water built in. So everything you need is in this compressor. You pull this out like this, it hooks up to the gun. Hear that? That's it filling up right now. That's it. Then you gotta close this to release the pressure. And then that's it. And just like that, you got like a 70% charge, which I'm told is like 200 nails. So that's what the Airbow does. As I mentioned, this is a prototype air compressor, prototype number 6. You can't just use any old air compressor to fill these guns up, that's the thing. You need to buy like either their one or one with, you know, just read from their website. Your Airbow framer requires a source of high pressure, 4,500 psi, 310 bar air to operate. Attempting to connect your tool to a standard air compressor will not work. You may cause damage. You need a high pressure air compressor. It does fire up to 300 nails when this thing is full. Now why have a gasless, batteryless framing gun? That's a pretty good question, I think. In order to answer that, we first have to explain how we got to this point. I guess, you know, with nails we started first with hammers. And then someone invented a nail gun that attached to an air compressor via a hose and fired nails in fantastically. But people like me, carpenters on site who move around a lot, we had to get something portable. So in came the Passload battery powered and gas powered nail guns. I've been using these for like 15 years. The smell of gas is strong, the batteries don't last as long. Admittedly, this is an old style battery, they have newer ones nowadays. And they're quite messy. There's quite a lot of ongoing maintenance when you use gas. As you can see here, the filters get pretty dirty. So then batteries got better and better. And I guess someone asked themselves, hey, can we make a battery fire the nail in all by itself without the use of gas? And the answer was yes, they managed to figure that out. And guns like this one here just fire off this. They use air as well, but the power is straight off the battery here. Portability with no gas, just battery. Pretty good. This brings us to the Airbow. So the first thing I thought when I looked at this gun a few months ago was this thing here is huge and there's no way to get around that. It is huge. The nail gun itself weighs about the same as a Passload nail gun, despite its sort of giant size. We found when you hooked it on the tool belt, it's a little bit, and you have to sort of reach around. I mean, it hooks on, but it's a little bit awkward. Another thing about the way the thing is shaped is that when you go to put the gun down like that, it tends to fall over. But despite its awkwardness, it is a very well balanced nail gun. When you hold it there, it doesn't feel as heavy as a Passload, even though it kind of is. It has a great depth adjustment function where you select a number on the dial to suit the different timbers that you're nailing into. Now, how about actually using the thing? Firing nails. An all important part of the process, obviously. Once the tank has been filled up, you go like this. It's ready to fire. Whew. And then when you're done firing, you press this thing at the back. Maybe it's a safety thing, but basically it means you have to do that before you're ready to nail again. It's not gonna work. Yeah, probably. I mean, the technology certainly is. It's a little bit awkward to carry, it's a little bit awkward to hang off your tool belt, but everything else, the fact that you can fire this without gas and without battery is huge. If this is version 1, I can't imagine what version 2, version 3, version 4, what they look like. So I think this is a sign of good things to come. Yeah, I'm optimistic about this gun. All right, this review will continue. I've just put a question out onto Instagram asking if anybody else had more questions about the Framer. So we'll see if anybody comes back with questions. Alright, back to the container. Question time! Oh my god. Okay, there's a lot of questions. Can you do a review on the Hilti? No, not in this video. Price range. Okay, it's $899 plus GST right now. I'll do the international ones here. $899 plus GST, and you get a free compressor, the old style compressor. They told me that they would sort of reimburse people when the new ones come out. So you could do a bit of a trade-in, but yeah, that's the price at the moment. Hey mate, love your work. How many shots do you get before you have to refill the tank? 300, 200 on the quick charge. Bro, follow me. I love you guys. Not right now, bro. What's the charge time for the Airbow's tank from compressor? You saw that. It was around about 10 seconds. Full was 10 minutes. Favorite beer? Hoegaarden. I like Hoegaarden. Is it as big and heavy as it looks? No, it's well balanced. A little bit awkward to hang on your belt. How do you find time to do all that you do? I just started a building company and can barely keep up. Late nights. Weight compared to a Pazload, it was the same. Out of the 3 guns you have, which one's the most powerful and fastest? The most powerful, I would say, is somewhere between the Airbow and the Hitachi. I'm leaning towards the Hitachi in the little time that I've used it. Yeah, I think the Hitachi is the best power. Do you know if they're going to be available in the States at any point? I think so. They put a lot of money into this thing, you know, as you can imagine, and I don't think they'll ever make their money back if they stay in New Zealand. So I think America is a, yeah, that's a big focus for them. How old were you when you got qualified? Not talking about the gun. How old was I? I was 23, something like that. You are my idol. I look up to you. And how much is it? Come on, man, you need better idols than me. How long did it take you to finish your apprenticeship? It took me like 4 years, just over 4 years. I was slow. Are you into men? No. I mean, it depends what you mean. I have a girlfriend. How old are you? I'm 33 in July. 32, I'm 32. How many nails can the Airbow fire until they start becoming proud? I actually noticed that as it was getting to the end of the tank, the nails did stick proud. But that was only like the last couple of nails before it was empty. Is there a second generation on its way, as the first always gets problems? I know they're working on a concrete gun at the moment. It looks bulky. Do you like it versus the Hitachi? It is way more comfortable than Hitachi. Hitachi is super heavy. Pricing, already done that. Are you wearing an unbranded old school All Blacks jersey? Yes, I am. Full disclosure, this thing is made in New Zealand. So I thought I would wear my imitation All Blacks jersey to acknowledge that I am a New Zealander and this gun is made in New Zealand, so take what I say with a grain of salt. I do want this thing to do well. Very Kiwi colours as well, the silver and the black.